Hey guys, how you all doing? Welcome back, Ofer again. In today's video I'm going to show you 3 awesome repetitive licks that really help me unlock the whole fretboard and kind of go through the whole thing with the same picking patterns or fingering patterns. If you think about rock playing in particular, a lot of the greatest solos are kind of having these huge segments that sound super difficult, but they really are just repetitive patterns that go maybe through different positions, but they're repetitive. So repetitive licks are really a great way to open up your vocabulary and sound sophisticated even if you're not. Alright, without any further ado, let's check them out. Enjoy. So the first lick is kind of a Dimebag inspired / Paul Gilbert inspired lick. It goes like this. And I'm sure you've heard it a lot. By the way, this guitar is tuned half step down to E flat, and we're going to stay in the key of A just for the simplicity. So I'm sure you've heard this pattern going. Dimebag kind of added his own flavor to it, which is a really cool lick. I'm picking down on the high E string. I'm hammering on from nowhere on the B string on the 8th fret and pulling off, and I'm going into this pattern 8, 7, 5 going up, and I'm just basically hammering on and pulling off using legato through the whole thing. So I'm picking down on the high E string and I'm picking up on the G string, and that's it. That's all the picking pattern there is to it. And you can add this segment to it and really make it like a huge crazy thing, but it's really simple. It's just 2 licks that kind of share the same notes. So one is this one. And really the magic to it is knowing where to get out of it and, you know, solve it with a nice bend. Or I don't know, dive bomb with a bar. So yeah, just go crazy, be creative, and maybe try to add your own flavor to it. Find a great way to solve it using, I don't know, a bend and a slide. Be creative, guys. Alright, the second lick is kind of a ripoff from Holan. He really likes to do this one. So basically I'm picking down on the 5th fret of the B string. I'm picking up on the 8th fret of the G string, and I'm pulling off and bending at the same time from the 8th fret to the 7th fret of the G string. You can even do it with the same kind of technique from the previous lick where you just hammer on from nowhere, but it got a different sound. This one is more aggressive. And it's a really cool lick, and it really opened up the idea that I can pull off from a note and bend up to the same note, and it creates this kind of trick on your ear, you know, it's kind of tricking your ears in a way. And you can really go with this pattern maybe up to the next position. So maybe we can go from here to the 10th fret of the B string, which is the A note, and then we're pulling off from G to F sharp and bending back to G. So if we want to be more sophisticated, we can go to the 12th fret of the B string and go to the 15th fret of the G string, pull off and bend from the 14th. And it's a really tricky kind of thing for the ear. Check it out. It may sound a little too much when you're playing it without any context of a, you know, riff playing in the background or chords. But it's a really cool thing, especially if you pull it out quickly and you resolve it pretty nicely. So yeah, it's very cool. Be creative with it, it's my version. I got a few versions of this one, but create your own. Alright, and for the last one, it's fairly an easy one. And it's really a picking pattern more than it's a fingering pattern, because you can really take this picking pattern and move it through the whole fretboard and, go up and down thing just with the same picking pattern. So I'm picking down on the B string, and then fret-wise I'm going from the 5th fret to the 8th fret of the B string. I'm picking once again on the 7th fret. I'm hammering on to the 8th, pulling off, and going to the 8th fret of the G string. And you can really stay over the same kind of fingering, or you can go up kind of a Dorian scale, or kind of alter Dorian scale. So yeah, be creative. Just remember, the picking pattern is what makes it really easy to execute with a hinge of the eye, You see, all I did there, I did just what I taught you, and I kind of went from one lick to the other, adding some notes in between. But it's really easy for the mind when you're just focusing on the picking patterns or on the general idea of the repetitive lick. So let me give you one extra lick for you, really, really simple one. Let's go to the 2nd fret of the G string, going to the 4th of the D, 2nd, going back to the 4th, and going back to the 2nd fret of the G string. Sounds fairly simple, right? We can take this exact pattern, going a step and a half above it, and we can kind of go once again through whatever scale you like. I kind of like to alter the scale and add some weird notes to it, so we can do something like this. Don't know why I did that at the end, but the basic idea is just taking this pattern and add your own flavor to it, choose sophisticated notes, not really sophisticated, I'm choosing the shittiest notes to play, but because I'm playing it fast and I'm using some pentatonic notes as well, it works, and it sounds sophisticated, but in reality it's just this pattern. And you can take it maybe to another spot of the fretboard, let's say the 5th fret of the E string. And you can start maybe by even going just pentatonic. Be simple on yourself, start easy, and then try to be a little more sophisticated and add your own flavor and your own notes to it. I really hope it helps. If you like what I'm doing, please subscribe to my channel. You can also follow me at Instagram and Facebook at Oferholan. Let me know in the comments what you think about the licks, if you got any ideas for your own licks, if I inspired you. Please stay safe, rock on, stay heavy, and stay true. We'll see each other in the next video. Thank you very much. Have a good one. Bye bye.